Hello, how's everybody doing on sunny Saturday? It's beautiful here. The weather is wonderful. It was beautiful last night. It was like 68 degrees late last night, so it was like short and t-shirt material. Um, so yeah, it's beautiful and sunny. Hopefully it's sunny and beautiful where you are. I've got something. Oop, okay, something popped up. I don't know what that was. All right. Well, I did a meditation really late last night and I pulled some cards. So let's get into the reading today. We got some great cards. The first card that we got, find it, where'd you go? There you are, is a number 20, desire. When the desire card appears in the present, it suggests that time has come to ground your desire in reality of the here and now. Ask yourself whether your current desire are realistic or unrealistic. Are your methods for putting your desires into action realistic? The law of abundance tells us that for all we receive, we must be willing to give in equal measures. So if we are expecting or desiring a particular outcome, but unwilling to act on what that desire, that would be an unrealistic desire because the law of abundance is not a one-way street. Therefore, an equal exchange of energy is required for us to manifest what we desire. For example, if you desire a new sofa, you will need money or another acceptable form of payment. You might know the store owner and they might allow you to work for the new sofa, but they are unlikely to give it for free unless the sofa is no longer of any value to them. And that likelihood will only manifest if the sofa is damaged in some way that makes it unsellable. If the sofa is damaged and unsellable, will you still want it? Maybe you know how to fix the sofa. Maybe shop soiled or damaged suits your purpose and fulfills your expectations. If your expectations are few and you are willing to spend your time hunting from one furniture store to another in order to grab a bargain in the way of shop, soil, or damaged furniture, then you will probably not be disappointed. But do not make the mistake of believing that your desire manifests for free. You're still making an exchange of energy by investing time, petrol cost, energy in search. Even the desire to obtain a free piece of furniture needs to be acted upon, and that action is its price. In almost every situation, if you want a brand new and undamaged sofa, you will need to have money to pay for it. You might have to work extra hours or go without lunch and coffee from the little gourmet cafe down the street, or you have faith and believe that the money is going to manifest and go buy that sofa when and if it does. The money is there and will manifest depending on what and how you choose to believe. Such is the way of abundance. However, even if you believe that a lottery win will give you the freedom to purchase that much desired new sofa, you will have made the effort to go to the store and buy that winning ticket, spend money on the purchase of the ticket, and likely buy a fair number of tickets on a consistent basis to increase your chances of winning, because abundance does not work to your timetable. It could be weeks, months, even years before you experience a win big enough to buy that sofa you so desire in the present. Is the desire for an easy win on the lottery an unrealistic desire? That is for you to decide. But by the time you win that extra cash, you would most likely have earned the money you needed by working overtime for a couple of weeks or giving up the coffee and cafe lunch. The latte course of action is grounded in the reality of here and now. As for the reality of your desire, it can be wise to accept that some of our desires may not be worth taking action on because they may be wishful thinking and nothing more. While a 40 something housewife living in Australia might desire an intimate relationship with a married 30 something movie star, who lives on opposite sides of the world, her desires for that intimacy might not be grounded in reality. While she might well be able to meet the movie star one day and get a hug and a photo, beyond that, if she attempted to act on her desires, she might end up in jail. Also, even if your desire is realistic, it requires motivation, intention, and action to manifest. Otherwise, that desire is nothing more than a nice dream. You can you can want something more than anything else in the world, but you must be willing to do what's necessary to make it happen. The desire card in the present has a very grounded and particular message. First, determine whether your desires are realistic. If they are, and you really want them to manifest, then be willing to do what needs to be done, or you can wait for circumstances to change. And maybe, if you're lucky, find yourself blessed with the opportunity to have your desire manifest with little or no effort from you. However, there will always be a price to be paid. If you are willing to pay it now with time and effort, you will be paying on your dream, your terms. If you wait or choose the easy path, you may end up being asked to pay a price that is not to your liking. Most of us desire long life. We also desire a happy life, and yet many of us choose half a life instead of a full one. Why can we sometimes be so afraid of acting on desire that we know would lead to happiness and in turn create a life in which we are happy and fulfilled? We can be afraid, and the more we desire something, the more disappointed we will be if what we then desire fails to meet our expectations. Give up asking, why bother if we are not going to get what we desire? Yeah. I mean, desire is all that. That's exactly what it is. We desire something, but how willing are we to get what we desire? That's a fact. Okay, and the card we got with desire card was the Six of Pentacles, generosity. And that's interesting because I just said you have to give something to get something. And whether you desire it, you have to either work for it or pay for it, or there has to be some kind of barter and trade. And generosity, we get the Six of Pentacles. So that's interesting. Receive any gift with thanks and grace. And if you are giving to others, enjoy it. Giving it's your own reward. So yeah, it is a reward when you give. I'm not going to go into detail because we all know what generosity is. And it's a beautiful thing. We also got the Four of Air. And this is an interesting guy. He has all his gadgets and time, and he's got his energy flowing over his head and sparks of energy all through him. He's beautiful. The Four of Air revert is a symbolizes the importance of addressing distractions and negative influences. And sometimes that includes people as well as habits. When this card appears in your reading, ask yourself if you have someone in your life that is always questioning your goals and creative ventures. If so, do they often suggest or imply that you are wasting your time? Do they always suggest reasons you should not do something that you know would make you happy? Do they interrupt your routine with an expectation that you entertain them? It might be necessary to take them aside and ask that they be supportive or silent, and that they respect your desire to work to a routine. If they refuse, then it might also be necessary to step back and decide if the friendship is a healthy one. To raise legitimate concerns is a sign of caring, but to ridicule or dismiss your goals as being unimportant is not. If a friend refuses to respect your boundaries and work ethics, are they truly your friend? Yeah, I'd ask that question. I really would, because remember, if you truly want something, You will make time for it. And if you truly want something, what does it matter what they do? I mean, what you do, what should it matter to them? That's what I'd question. Okay, and with that one, we got the Hermit. Contemplation. Try not to resist aloneness. It gives you time to contemplate and healing, to find the answers you need and know yourself more deeply. Reflect and quiet time are important now. You may need to study, contemplate, or simply spend time alone to process all that has happened recently. This may be a welcome retreat, or you may feel lonely, depending on your circumstances. However, your experiences, the hermit's solitary influences now that you are guided by your inner light. You won't get lost in your thoughts or be alone forever. An additional meaning of the card is distancing yourself from certain relationships that may be overwhelming to you. That's interesting that those two cards came up the way they did, about a friendship and distancing yourself. Maybe we need to distance ourselves from certain people. You need to think about. The next card we got was the 11, healing. I love this card. I mean, look at this card. He's got his little frog. He's got another frog. He's got his staff. He's got his crystal. He's got his medicine bag. He is got everything, and he's the healer. So he's a good one. He's a good one to get. When the healing card appears, it is indicated of a need to look at the way you react and respond to others so that future relationships remain sound and difficult situations that need not arise do not arise. There are times when illness, physical impairments, emotional anguish, and loss cause us pain that cannot be switched off. It is pain that can only be endured and, if possible, repressed and ignored. This is the kind of pain that is always present and impacts on all aspects of our life. It is the pain that erodes our ability to be patient and kind. It makes us hard and unyielding. It is pain that not only causes us distress, but can cause us to inflict pain on others unintentionally. If you find yourself in a position where another's words inspire an angry reaction that is disappropriate to the situation, ask yourself why. Why are you so angry? Why does this situation create emotion so intense that you want to yell? Is your reaction natural, a justified response to the situation, or are you overreacting because you are in pain? Situations that are left unaddressed and untreated can fester like any physical wound, and in return impact upon future relationships by making us more reactive and hypersensitive. Whether we are in emotional, psychological, or physical pain, we do well to be mindful of how corrosive and destructive our pain can be. It must also be said that while we are responsible for how we choose to react, sometimes healing is better accomplished when we make a conscious and loving choice not to surround ourselves with people or situations that are akin to having sandpaper rubbed over sunburn. If you know another person's behavior or a particular environment will irritate you in your present vulnerable state, then it might serve you best to avoid them in the future if you can. When the healing card appears, it may signify a resistance to getting help and healing that could be born of fear. If you are experiencing an unresolved dis-ease, ask yourself if you are trying to treat it as a mind over matter situation when your inner wisdom tells you it needs more than that. If that is the case, do not be afraid. More often than not, we imagine the situation to be so much worse than it is. Reality is often very different. Do not prevent an opportunity for healing because you are afraid, or hold on to a stubborn belief that you can handle it, or heal yourself if you just think positively. Positivity and prayer can work miracles, but not when they are being used as wound dressings over an untreated or infected wound. You do not have to endure alone. Reach out and ask for help. Do not let your fears prevent you from finding the treatment you need. Yeah, I completely agree. If you are going through something like that, yeah, you should reach out to somebody because, like they said, it can fester. And what's nice about that card is we got happiness, the sun with it. Appreciate your deserved success in this special time of rest and recuperation. Enjoy feeling safe and appreciate the harmony that is around you. You know, children, protection, holidays, success, contentment. Yeah, we're going into the holidays, and sometimes holidays are really rough for people. I get that. They're rough for me. I'm away from my family, and sometimes it's hard. But we can't let that detour everything. I mean, we have to really try to go into our Zen and try to help ourselves. We got the intuition card, and this is the number 22. And it takes both courage and practice to heed your intuition. We are so often told to base our decisions on rational thought and logic and to weigh each choice with care. Your decision-making process can, however, be enhanced by listening to your gut feeling. In fact, it is important to us both rational thought and reason and intuition and instinct. The intuition card, when it appears in the present, signifies the importance of heeding your intuition. It is better to appear foolish in the short term than to make a mistake that could cost you far more in the long term. What do you do when you have half a dozen options before you and all have equal pros and cons? In the end, the only option available is to go with an intuitive decision and pick the one that feels right for you. If a situation or a person has you feeling tense, has your stomach in knots, has you feeling agitated, uncomfortable, or pressured, then back away. Trust your gut. Conversely, if someone has you feeling at ease and imbued with a sense of rightness, embrace the moment. Heed your feelings. If you have a situation that needs resolving, a problem that needs solving, somebody close to your heart that needs help, then it is time to stop worrying. Calm yourself, calm your mind. Extreme emotions, such as anger and fear, will only hamper your intuitive abilities. Find a quiet place, go for a walk to clear your mind. The solution will come via intuitive means when you stop worrying over the problem. Yeah, when you go meditate and you go for a walk and you use your intuitive mind, then yeah. And I forgot to read the card that came. Oh, no, I didn't. No, I did read it. There was the sun. Yeah, the healing and the sun. I had to write them down because I was so tired. I just wanted to make sure I got them right. And yeah, okay. So the Two of Swords came out with that one, which is crossroads. And I know I've talked to a lot of people that are at a crossroads with their life right now. I think we're all at a crossroads with our life. Look again, take a fresh angle. Any action or decision is better than none. This is a great opportunity for a breakthrough in your thinking. You are at a crossroads and there is a decision to be made. The two of swords is the cross sword signifies tension and indecision. Locked in conflict, neither can win as their power appears to be equal. The situation may or may not be of your own making. Your perceptive is blocked, and there's an obvious clue that you are not seeing. And the card, I asked for a clarifier for the crossroads because that was kind of leaving it open. We got potential. We got the Seven of Pentacles. Don't doubt your abilities or your path you have chosen. Keep going. You're on track. Success. There's much to be gained when the Seven appears. It shows that your dedication is beginning to pay off, bringing you a glimpse of the reward you seek. While you're not seeing the riches or acknowledgement you dream of yet, you're just getting by. There is a potential for success. This This may mean more hard work, sacrifice, time, and attention to detail, but the efforts will be worthwhile. Yes, I completely agree. That was a good clarifier for that card. Okay, that was a good reading for those. Now we have, gosh, I need so much coffee today. I need an IV of coffee. I've been up since 5:30. I'm so tired. And I only got a few sips of coffee before I ran out the door. We got a few interesting cards. We got the Star Ancestor card on the Angels and Ancestors Oracle. Follow the voice of your soul. And this is Star Ancestor. We got him, I think, the first time I ever opened this book. Message. Heed the message coming directly from your soul. The Star Ancestor is a term of extraterrestrial light beings who are dedicated to the healing and growth of the world. These incredible beings are divine embodiment of love who bring wisdom from the higher realms. Often people feel a sense of connectedness when they look up into the night sky and see the stars. I believe that's because they are remembering their starry connections, and those are what this card represents. The Star Ancestor is reminding you that you have otherworldly support and that your friends from the stars can help you if you are willing to be helped. They can support you in connecting with and following your soul's deepest calling. There is a deeper purpose to your human journey. Not only were you born on purpose, you were born for a purpose. You were born to be a bright light in the world, that there are supporters out there in the universe sending waves of energy to guide you at this time. Information and inspiration that has been coming your way recently is not new information, but memories. Your feelings of being drawn in a particular direction are the awakening of an aspect of your soul. You are being drawn towards a road that will not only light you up, but also help you light up your corner of the world. Continue following the cosmic guidance that is coming your way. Yes, I completely agree. We have a lot of downloads and cosmic guidance coming to us. The other card we got was the Stag, Trust and Thrive. Come alive and thrive. Stand in your light and glory with grace and majesty. The Stag card brings graceful and powerful medicine into your life. In the Celtic tradition, the stag, with his crown of antlers, is known as the king of the forest and is a totem that brings protection in challenging times. In Native American traditions, he is greatly loved, for stags and deer have provided food for the people and materials that have allowed them to create medicine, items such as drums, rattles, and smudge fans. Although the stag has been hunted in the past and still is, he has strength, dignity, and poise. When this card arises, it can also represent fertility and sexuality, maybe an opportunity to explore your sexual side with your spiritual integrity supporting you on that journey. You have an opportunity to thrive. Trust in all that you have to offer, all your gifts, strengths, and powers, and make the most of it. You were born to lead, and this can only become reality when you are willing to put yourself in that position. Stag energy allows you to feel safe because the antlers keep away anything that could interfere with your intelligence and presence, and their strength gives you the power to be agile in your thinking. You are being encouraged to retain your dignity and be proud of who you are and all that you've accomplished. This is in turn will give you even more power to thrive onward and upwards. Oh, I like that. Now, the last card we got was the Medicine Guardian. Be open on healing information. I'm thinking that somebody needs healing right now. There's a lot of healing and a lot of things going on in this reading, and I think some people need to hear this. Listen to what is coming up within you and what is being shared with you by trustworthy others in your life. Pay attention to healing information. Healing angels can help you heal emotionally, spiritually, and physically. with their energy, but they can also direct you towards information that will help you return to wholeness. When this card appears, information is being revealed that can help heal an aspect of your current situation, whether that be health, relationship, or even career. To be alert for this, the medicine guardian has a healing wand, which represents the capacity to heal with the power of will and desire, and a chalice, which represents returning to a state of wholeness. A state where your cup is not merely full, but overflowing with goodness. The emerald colored of the card represents the healing rays of Archangel Raphael and his healing angels. You are being exposed to information and insight that will have a traumatic healing effect upon your life. If you are working through something mentally or emotionally, know that there are spiritual energies supporting your healing. If you are working through something that is physically challenging, pay particular attention to information that's coming to you that feels inspired, insightful, and warm. It will be supportive of your wellness. Your angels are here to remind you that your natural state is one of wholeness, and you are on the road to revealing that wholeness once more. I really like that card. I'm glad we got that card. Now, the other cards we got, we went to the Soul Help. We're going to go to the Soul Helper Oracle. The first card we got was a number 8. It's a 35. It's down to a number 8. Follow your visions. Never lose sight of what is really important. The wisdom of the wolf is to adapt to life circumstances without losing sight of what is important or straying from the path of their own vision. Trust your instincts, your inner strength, and guidance. Safeguard your vision by establishing clear boundaries, defending your territory, and never giving others the power to unsettle you. Trust your intuition and never let anyone take that away from you. You have drawn this card because your forebears, your ancestors are calling to you. It is time to rediscover your vision. Shamans and druids once wore the skin of the wolf as a sign of their great spiritual powers, leadership, and inner strength. This mission to follow your vision with inner strength now falls to you. In order for you to achieve truly great things, you will need courage for the path ahead, and you will be granted a higher perception. Meditation upon it and open yourself to the light flowing toward you. You have the ability within you to expand your perception for the benefits of all living beings. For the next 21 days, your helpers, the power animal is the wolf, the herbal essence is the cypress, the healing crystal is emerald, and the number is 8. Number 8 tells you that now is the time for harmony, calm, and a place of retreat. You have been given the gift of a light that opens your mind and delivers the strength to create something that will last for all time. Should you want it to do so, number 8's energy field opens up eternity for you. It is renewal, paradise, spirituality, calm, mindfulness, and the completion of transformation. Wow, I like that. The other card that came out, a new strategy is required. Find the path to love and happiness. She, if you can see her, she has her beautiful gown on, but she's got her head hung and she's got her back turned and she's walking away into the light. You have drawn this card because an aspect of your life is not progressing and it is at a standstill. Something is making you feel constrained and unhappy. You are going around in circles and have lost sight of the path to happiness, which is a great loss. Let go of what is making you feel lonely and weighed down inside, even if by all appearances it should have the opposite effect. Stop being blinded or fooled by even if some people question your ability to do so. Make a choice for yourself now and for the true path of your soul before it is too late. Do not cling to old hopes and dreams that are unfulfilling and complicated. Look for a new strategy. Work out a plan that will quickly steer you towards a fulfilled and happy life. But stay on your guard and avoid involvement in hasty actions that will drag you down. It is time to confront decisions making, to get out of your comfort zone and shake off your self imposed shackles. Your soul has no need for ostentation or self affirmation, but instead it requires freedom and the prospect of a natural and light filled path. It is calling you and telling you to be guided by your heart and to follow love. This card tells you to bring some order to your inner world and cast a sober eye over all that surrounds you in the outer world, to establish order there too. It is a question of finding a new direction. Your soul helpers for the next 21 days, your power animal is the dragon, your herbal essence oil is the lavender, the healing crystal is the black tourmaline, and the number is 3. Okay, where are you, 3? There you are. Number 3 indicates that now is a good time to take care of your soul families, both in this world and in others. Hang on. Oh, got dry mouth. Both in this world and in others, make contact and tell them that you love and need them. They will hear you. You will find strength, healing, and answers among those closely connected to you. This number teaches you to look at everything, to become an observer, and wisdom will come. Number 3's energy field brings about diversity, creativity, energy, and overcoming of duality, and understanding and seeing the world of the divine. Yeah, I think those are great messages for today. I mean, I think somebody is needing these. I think somebody's feeling really lonely and really down, and this world right now is so unsure. Everybody's unsure of everything. We may feel completely alone. I know I do sometimes, but I know that there's something greater out there within me. Now, the gateway of light activation, we got one card. Ancestral realm, karmic release, healing, the lineage, and boundaries. I think we're doing a lot of healing right now, is what I'm feeling. In every incarnation, we have been blessed to be a part of a lineage that helps us live our life and embark on learning experiences. And for hundreds and even thousands of years, those who have walked the earth before us have prayed for a better life. We are an answer to those prayers, even though they may no longer be on a physical plane. Our ancestors are living through our choices and experiences. None of our ancestors had it perfect. After all, they are human too. They made poor choices. They had mistakes, mistaken views. Many of their intentions were honorable, many were not. All of this is held within the ancestral lineage, as are many beliefs, ideas, and limitations that are outdated, fear based, and even harmful. All these karmic energies can hold us back. But when someone decides to walk the spiritual path, whether they release it or not, their life becomes an answer to their ancestors' prayers. When this card comes to you, your life is an answer to a great ancestral call. This card initiates healing on all levels, but particularly on the family line. There may be some ideas and beliefs in your family that you find limiting and negative. Know that they need not be your truth. You have the opportunity to go beyond the challenging energies of your family lineage. If you are in a particular challenging time or facing energies that are harsh and even overwhelming, the energy of your ancestors is with you now. They are here to hold a sacred and safe space so that you can rest. Your ancestors are surrounding you now. They are here to seek forgiveness for any harmful decisions that were made without full awareness, and for any negative effects those are having on you now. If you have found that a particular family member has been difficult, or a relationship has been negatively impacted because of situations or ideas that stem from past, know that a great cleansing is taking place at this time. The anointed for the wound is the energy of forgiveness. This isn't about accepting what happened as fine, but realizing that the energies of the past no longer govern your present. It's about choosing to create your own happiness and live your own heart. Keep your boundaries strong and be open to carving out a new path. Yeah, I'm getting a feeling that there is some energy here that's gonna watch this. They're having issues and they're having well, a lot of us are having a lot of hard times right now. Like I said, I need a coffee IV, so I'll be drinking a lot. I'll be drinking a lot of coffee. Okay. The Divine Masters. We got two Divine Masters, and they are amazing cards. And now I know, I looked at this card and I'm thinking, wow, and I'm getting the goosebumps. I get the goosebumps with some of these cards that mean a lot. And I think this card right now, for whoever is watching this, they are going to mean a lot because I'm feeling a very sad energy coming through that somebody is out there watching this or is going to watch this, and I'm feeling very heavy. Lady Nada, expanded heart, openness, liberation, let yourself love and be loved. Look at that card. So we got Lady Nada, expanding heart, openness, liberation, let yourself love and be loved. Lady Nada is an embodiment of divine love. She is one of the leaders of the Karmic Board and a member of the Council of Light and is dedicated to bringing Christ consciousness to Earth. In the Aurora Somos healing system, Lady Nada's bottle is a divine counterpart to Christ. Her mission is to help the human race embody divine love. Lady Nada is an aspect of Mary Magdalene. Some believe she's Mary's higher self who helped her tap into the teacher within. Lady Nada has had many incarnations as was one of the high teachers of the Atlantis. Those drawn to her and her missions are likely also to have had incarnations in Atlantis or similar ancient civilizations. When Lady Nada comes to you, your heart is ready to expand. It is opening wide for you to experience and embody divine love. This is a powerful opportunity to heal from past traumas regarding relationships and emotional letdowns. The journey of self-respect that you have been on is leading to a genuine experience of self-love and self-acceptance. This in turn will lead to a feeling of liberation. Within you is a great love, a love that is eternal and therefore will never die. Know that this is a mighty love and it's now time to share it without fear. Wow, that is a beautiful card. And her heart is completely open. It's beautiful. It's like a vortex. We got one more card, and this is Mayat, divine intervention. Weigh up your options, choose the highest good. Mayat is an ancient Egyptian deity associated with truth, harmony, and balance, part teacher and part ethereal being. She first appears during the Old Kingdom and is one of the most ancient forms of the teachers of justice. She is depicted with wings, and which is often associated with being in the heavens or being able to watch from above. She is therefore similar to what we now call an angel, a being who is watching over us from above. Mayat has a golden energy and can be called upon for support in making an important decision or balancing the various aspects of our lives. She will help us make decisions that align with our values. Before jumping in with both feet, stop for a moment. The message of the universe is to wait. Take some time in reflection before making any rash decision, particularly if you're feeling emotionally fueled at this time. When emotions are high, they can drive us to make choices that are aligned to selfish needs rather than the highest good. Right now, the scales can tip in a direction that can change everything. So Mayette is here to help weigh you up your options before you proceed. If you're in a situation that involves another party, it's important to call in more light and harmony. Be open to the highest good unfolding for everyone. Rather than proving your point or focusing on a particular outcome, when we force energy to go in a particular direction, we can be interfering in how other things shift as we move into the future. Ask yourself, what would be the best possible outcome for everyone? And then invite your higher power to lead you to the highest good. Then you will attract harmony and peace once more. Wow, I really like that message for today because I'm feeling some sadness and I'm feeling some anxiety. And uh, we're getting a lot of that right now in this world. There's a lot of sadness and a lot of anxiety going on. And I feel it in my heart right now. I feel a heaviness. I'm hoping that whoever needs this message really gets the message right and thinks about it because they're never alone. We're never alone. I know sometimes I've felt the same way, in your deepest, darkest moment when you're sad and the world feels like it's coming down on your shoulders and your head. You just want to cry and you're thinking, I'm the only one in this world that is feeling I have nobody. And I've felt that way so many times, but then I catch myself and I meditate on it and I think about it and I'm like, I'm not alone. I have my ancestors, I have my spirit guides, I have my angels, I have God, source, the creator, the Christ consciousness within. I have it all. But yet it's like you crave that outer world, the people in the outer world, and they're just passing by. They're just part of our experience. So really, I actually answered some questions for myself from within. I was thinking about that card that we got the other day, and it said that ask yourself, you already know the answer. Ask yourself the answer and go within the heart space because you already know the answer. And I answered my own question because sometimes I have been feeling, holidays really bring a lot out of everybody. Holidays are one of the hardest times in everybody's life because we're all thinking about that beautiful time back with our families when we were children and the happy moments we had and the unwrapping of presents and the big day and the whole family together and everybody eating and everybody gathering. And then, you're an adult now and you don't have all that. You might, but some of us don't. Some of us don't have all that. So some of us kind of look back and think, wow, this is kind of lonely. The holidays are kind of lonely. There's only two people eating and not a big family, and we're not gathering with a lot of people, or it's just me. And try to reach out. Try to reach out to people that are having those big meals, and maybe they'll invite you because I know I invite people for holidays. We try to get together with people for holidays. And if it doesn't happen, then we make it the best we can. So with these holiday seasons coming up, I want everybody to know that they have angels around them and ancestors and spirit guides and teachers and everything. And don't go into that space that you're completely alone because you're not. So I think that was a really good, heartfelt reading, and my heart feels full with that reading today. And I'm seeing flashes. So I know that we're still getting a lot of downloads. We're not sure what downloads they are, but I'm seeing that they're remembrance. There are uploads that we need to find ourselves again in this 3D matrix of confusion that we're in, because it's a 3D matrix of confusion. It's like finding our way blindfolded in the dark. It's like somebody gave us a blindfold. We were born. They put a blindfold on us and they said, feel your way around the world and discover it again. And that's what it feels like sometimes. we're like wandering around and we're not sure what we're supposed to be doing, and it's driving us crazy. But you know what we're supposed to be doing? Exactly what we're doing. That's what we're supposed to be doing. So, with that being said, I want everybody to know that I love them very much. And I'm going to hit the likey lovey button and bring more of our soul family for the messages they might need. And I'm going to link in the section of the Show More section, our GoFundMe page for the hurricane relief. We're still hoping that we get a little bit more money. We have a little bit more to do. And that's about it. Well, may every step in your journey be magical. And guess what? Just be you.